Hi, I'm Larry Dignan with Constellation Insights, and we're here with Octavian Tanase. He is Chief Product Officer at Hitachi Vantara. Thanks for joining us.
Larry, pleasure to be here.
You too. So we spent a couple days at Analyst Live, and I guess have a bunch of ideas in terms of um, AI infrastructure and on-premises, and just kind of what you're seeing from customers right now.
So first of all, we see a lot of demand for people to get insights out of that data. And they use AI as a tool. They want to use AI to improve productivity. And there is a rush right now to build agentic AI, which are autonomous modules that will take a business workflow and transform that into something that works by itself, works in an autonomous fashion, helps reduce risk, solve problems, anticipate problems in an enterprise. So we feel that the use of AI in the enterprise right now is becoming ubiquitous. We also see customers trying to use large language models, especially to improve productivity. And they're not necessarily comfortable with using that in the open. So we see customers looking to bring in a large language model and train that and fine tune that with new and proprietary information before they deploy it for inference.
So you're traditionally a hardware provider of storage systems. What's AI doing in terms of intersecting with software and sort of that integrated stack?
So we've always seen ourselves as a systems company that built both software and systems for storage and data management. Now, over time, storage has been commoditized and there is more value that can be delivered in software. There is more value enabling customers to use not only the data for an application, but to run analytics on that data to get more insights, from the data. So this is an area of investment for us.
How are you using agentic AI within the product?
So
Or how are you using models, I
yeah.
guess, in general?
Well, I would say the company strategy around AI is threefold. First of all, we want to use AI ourselves to become more productive in across any function in the company. Number two, we want to take certain capabilities that right now are based on some smart heuristics, and we want to put machine learning behind that and transform that into an autonomous, module. And number three, we are in the business of providing infrastructure for AI data pipelines that include storage, compute, networking, security, and so forth. Now, on the second point of embedding AI into our products, think of capabilities around the data reduction or data tiering or data classification. These are all areas where one could create an agent and transform a task that required the control and the input of a person into something autonomous.
What are some of the best use cases you're seeing out there?
Well, we see a lot of use cases around analytics. A lot of times people will make copies of the data. 2, 3 copies are very common. There are people that are looking to run analytics on the data and use AI to do that. AI, it's really powerful, especially when you're looking to correlate large data sets, especially from heterogeneous data sources. So that's a key use case that we see and thirst in the market to use AI.
Where do we stand in terms of on-premise AI? I mean, it's been bubbling up as a topic, and not really sure how, I guess it was originally assumed everything was going to be cloud.
And I think many people start in the cloud,
Right.
because GPU as a service is something that people can start without a massive initial investment. But AI is about building something close to the data. So if the data source is in the traditional data center or is being brought from an edge device into the traditional data center, people will look to build the infrastructure where the data is. It would sometimes too expensive to correlate multiple data points that may be in silos, moving that to the cloud. Customers are sometimes better off building a data lake into their traditional enterprise, and then running their model training and deploying for inference close to their data and their customers.
How do you think edge computing is going to change the AI landscape? Because your company has a ton of industrial use cases, manufacturing, trains, all the big toys, so to speak. How does AI change the game for those industries?
Well, so first of all, I'm a firm believer that there is more data being created right now at the edge and in the cloud than in the traditional data center. So AI will give now the power to analyze the data as it's being created, or in the case of perhaps helping customers become more discerning about their data, understand what they need to keep, what they need to protect, what they need to secure. And I'm hoping that much of these capabilities will become in the future autonomous, built on agentic AI.
How does AI impact how you think about your product roadmap and going forward?
What's fundamentally changing everything that we were planning, before, right? I think first of all, the market is moving very fast right now. A year ago, everybody was talking about generative AI. 12 months later, generative AI, it still has broad use in the enterprise and will continue. But now the new trend is agentic AI, or MCP, on standardization of protocols for AI modules to talk to each other. So the market is moving fast. In order to be relevant in this market, one has to act with agility that many companies have not experienced before. So time to market is key, constant innovation. And the reality is that no one vendor can do it all. So there is a need, for companies to come together and build solutions together, integrate solutions, and offer that to the customers.
And Cisco and NVIDIA are two of your biggest partners, right?
Very natural partners of ours. Supermicro, it's another great partner. We're also partnering with Weka. We're partnering with Hammerspace. We're partnering with Commvault. So these are some of the key partnerships that we have in the industry.
And do you think AI is becoming more of a business issue as opposed to a tech problem?
I think AI has become a matter of national security for many countries or provinces, and there is a lot of need to integrate and build sovereign AI. We live in a very polarized world, and I could see states, governments, provinces, building sovereign AI infrastructure. And yes, I think it has become part of what everybody does in order to compete in the 21st century.
All right. Any questions I didn't ask that I should have?
I think Hitachi Vantara has the right to play in the AI space. And that comes from us being the trusted stewards of the data in the enterprise, for many years. And our products span from structured, data products that are being used in the for mission critical business applications, all the way to the unstructured, disaggregated architectures of object storage. So the whole gamut of storage products and data governance services that we are building on top of the unified control plane that we call VSP 360. Lastly, we care about our customers. We want to save them time. We invest in a lot of tools to enable automation, and we believe that that's critical because people want repeatable results. They want to de-risk their infrastructure. So automation, it's one of the things that is top of mind. And lastly, we're very proud to be recognized as a leader in infrastructure sustainability. That's important for us on how we behave, how we run our business. We also believe that sustainable products save customers money in terms of floor in the data center, cooling, power, overall total cost of ownership goes down anytime customers use Hitachi Vantara products.
All righty. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us.
Very good. Thank you. Pleasure.
Cheers.